y'all? What's going on? What's going on? It's your man and 100 grand. It's Doc G, man. Happy Saturday to all y'all motherfuckers. About to go out and go running a couple miles in a few minutes. But just wanted to make this video about, quote unquote, toxic masculinity. Let me start off by saying this. We live in an age now where everything a man says is picked apart and dissected and analyzed. And it's at the point now, if you're a man, if you say anything, then it's considered wrong just because you're a man. If you have any standards, if you have anything that you stand for, then that's considered toxic simply because you're a man. You know, we live in a fucking society now where they're sexualizing children, where little boys go to school and a teacher say, well, it's okay for you to change clothes, and when you to change clothes from the parents, the clothes that your parents put on you, and put on this dress and go through the rest of the school day wearing the dress. We live in a fucking age where it's more valuable as a man to have feminine qualities than to have traditional masculine qualities. And it's crazy because we as men nowadays have to be apologetic as hell for everything that we say and everything that we do simply because we're men. Like, for example, I was watching the news one day. It was this fucking feminist chick on there that said, well, eating red meat is considered toxic masculinity. Going to the gym, which I'm about to do in a minute, is considered toxic masculinity. Having any standards, period, or standard for something, period, is considered toxic masculinity. And you want me to tell you who the main people saying this shit is? The main people talking this toxic masculinity shit are middle-aged white feminist women in America, because white women in America are so fucking oppressed. These are the main ones talking that bullshit. This is what I got to say to all that shit. Fuck all that being apologetic just for being a man shit. I'm unapologetically man. I'm not gonna motherfucking, if I ever have a son, I'm not gonna fucking tell him, oh, you should fucking wear a dress to school, and you should be all about your feelings. To be a man in this world, it's ruthless out here. You have to fucking learn certain things to fucking handle this motherfucking harsh ass world that we live in, because we as men, we're the standard bearers for this world. We're the ones that literally build this world. We're the ones that maintain this world that everybody lives in. What I think is funny is that, keep in mind stuff like the Ukraine, where the feminists at over there, I mean, keep in mind, the men are the ones fighting the wars over there, not the women, And then I think personally right now that the manosphere is in a renaissance right now. I think that men are finally being heard right now. I think we're finally in a space right now where people are starting to see through all of that feminism bullshit. Now, it's crazy because somebody asked me about feminism earlier. They were like, well, so you basically think that women don't matter. You think that women are supposed to be oppressed. No, I don't think that women are supposed to be oppressed. But what I do think is that men shouldn't be degraded simply to build up women. That just doesn't make sense. But Lord forbid you come with some logic and some common sense, and they'll fucking start calling you a misogynist. Do I think women should have rights? Hell yeah, I think women should have rights. Do I think women should get paid the same as men? You know what? I think women should get paid the same as men if they do the same fucking job and are held to the same fucking standards. But if you come with any logic like that, then you're considered a fucking misogynist. If you're not telling them what they fucking want to hear to make them feel good, then they will consider you a misogynist. If you ain't out here sounding like Derek Jackson or Steve Harvey, then you're considered a misogynist. Speaking of, rest in peace to the brother Kevin Samuels. The death of Kevin Samuels showed a lot of shit when it comes to how women really are. A lot of women celebrated his death. It's crazy. They said that Kevin Samuels promoted toxic masculinity. They're cheering because he's dead. Now let me ask you this. How toxic is it for them to cheer on a man that's deceased? But yet, us men are toxic, right? But yet they're cheering for a man that's dead. What they don't tell you about now, sometimes I didn't agree with some of the methods that the brother Kev was on, but what I do agree with is that he was telling the truth. A lot of people don't like a mirror being held up to them and showing them who the fuck they really are. And that's what Kevin Samuels did. Kevin Samuels motherfucking told people what it really was. Like, for example, he told women, you can't be out here with 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies, motherfucking being a fucking generational welfare recipient, and be out here expecting 6-figure men. He told women shit like that. He told them the truth. And to men, he told men shit like, for example, you can't be a short, fat dude living in your mama's basement with no job and not trying to get a job and think you're going to get a dime piece. He simply told the truth. And people didn't like how he delivered the message. And they considered him a misogynist and considered him a person that spread toxic masculinity. What they don't show you is the videos where Kevin Samuels was promoting financial literacy. What they didn't show you is the times where he brought men and women together. What they didn't show you is all the positive shit that he promoted as far as life progression goes. But yet he promoted toxic masculinity. I just find it funny how these modern day women, these modern day American women, like to talk all this toxic masculinity shit. They like to talk that shit now because they're in a comfortable space. See, they're in a cushy, nice air-conditioned apartment or a nice air-conditioned house that a man built. Driving a car that a man created, that a man maintains. Motherfucking speaking on a fucking computer that a man built. Talking shit on a phone that a man created. And now they want to talk all that toxic masculinity shit. Men created, like I said it before, men created everything that you see around you. And motherfucking created a society where goddamn women can be comfortable enough to talk all that bullshit. See, here's the thing. Us men, if we see a problem or if we feel something needs to get changed, guess what? We take action. We don't do all this lip service. We take literal action. Because us men, that's what we do. We act. When women have a problem, they don't take action. You know what women do when they have a problem? When they see something they don't like, they don't act. What do? This is what they do. They talk. This is why you have all these shows like The Red Table Talk, The View, The Real, The Talk, the Black Queens podcast. Because instead of going out here and building and creating and goddamn literally solving problems and goddamn building infrastructure and doing what the fuck needs to be done, they feel like they don't need to do that. They just feel like they just need to talk. And if they talk enough, some man will hear them and help them out. The only reason they're allowed to have these fucking platforms is because men have allowed them to have these fucking platforms. Because real talk, if it was really some men versus women shit, like they say it is, if the patriarchy was really as legit as they say it was, men could overthrow women very easily by force. If the patriarchy was real, men could allow laws where women wouldn't have phones. If men in the patriarchy was so fucking bad, we could fucking block women from getting certain jobs. I'm just saying, if the patriarchy is that bad, man, we could have women out here looking like the women in Saudi Arabia. If men are that motherfucking bad. And speaking of Saudi Arabia, all these fucking American women talking all this shit about, you know, women's rights and all that bullshit over here in America. If you believe in women's rights so fucking badly, go over there to places like Saudi Arabia where women can't even drive cars. If you believe in the shit that much, go over there to certain places in North Africa where women are getting their vagina lips cut off via female circumcision. But yet, us men here in America are considered toxic and misogynist though, right? Y'all don't know what misogyny is. Y'all have no fucking idea what true misogyny is. But if y'all keep fucking around, we can fucking show you what true misogyny is. And it wouldn't be a damn thing you could do about it except talk about it. But yet, we're all about toxic masculinity. Men, like I said before, men have fought wars for women. You know, men have fought wars for women, died for women, built for women, killed for women, protect women. Traditionally, this is what we have done for women. But yet, we're misogynists. We're expected to uphold these traditional standards, modern day, these traditional standards of being a gentleman, paying for dates and doing all these things for women. We're the ones that are supposed to fucking be out here providing for women and are constantly held to these fucking standards. But yet women, modern day women, don't want to be held to traditional female standards. So they want their cake, but they don't want to eat it too. But yet, we're the ones that's the assholes though, right? I'm just saying, I just had to fucking put my 2 cents out there about this toxic masculinity bullshit, because I'm just saying, I think it's all a farce. All this shit when they talk about toxic masculinity. And then keep in mind, they've turned around on some toxic femininity shit, and guess what? The main leader of the Me Too movement was Amber Heard. But yeah, they want to call us toxic though. I'm just saying, you know, yeah, we're the ones that's toxic. You know, You know, they want to call us toxic, but yet you see women out here all the time dropping false rape allegations on men and all kinds of shit. But yet we're the ones that's toxic. How many times have you seen men drop false rape allegations on women? You haven't. But don't get me to telling the truth, because we all know that a lot of modern day American women motherfucking, you know, they don't believe in the truth. And just like my homeboy in the chat saying, you know, about bringing shit to the table. When women are the main ones that self-admittedly don't bring shit to the table and claim that they are the table, but yet we're the ones that's toxic. Please make that shit make sense, because it's, I'm sorry, as a logical man, this shit is stupid. We're not toxic. Maybe some of these goddamn broads need to look in the mirror and see who's really toxic up in this bitch. Just saying. Don't act like I ain't motherfucking tell your ass, man. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it fucking real, man. Peace.